day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'm a bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Jackson on first down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, Detroit.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. John Brown, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 71 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, come on.
On first down, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Rodgers now on first down. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's go.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the
No, check, Patriot! Set! Green 39!
Down Jackson on 2nd down. Caught right side, it's Snead. That one goes for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get... Rodgers to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And now the Packers get set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he works free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Jackson now off the bootleg. And an alley to run. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Patriot! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Collins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. In the slot on the right is Graham. And again, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go, come on.
On second down, Williams. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go, come on. Bring up. Zoom. Hey. Gun. Hey, check 26.
Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, check 26. Jump out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot.
And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Crosby with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Keeps himself upright. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. John Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Take 4.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a first down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
That is right. 4 down. Check. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 36 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Quick pitch, complete. It's Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a man open.
It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 27 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Over here. Jumbo! No. Hold. Hey, get in there.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. Where is this play going? And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation. This is caught at the 20. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one's pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was.
Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the 4th quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the brand on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for I all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my... I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take your mama to the Marriott and belly flop. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit. Yeah, super fly for the plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He got 29 yards that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and it's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Here we go.
Jackson now on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. A first carry down for Kenneth Dixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he fires one, but incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Green the line! Green the line!
first and 10. Watson underneath for Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Come back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue line. Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And they can't bring him down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll go option to the short side. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now Jackson on second down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on third. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DJ Reader continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. They go play action now. Jackson. Room here to run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson on the move to his left. Completion left side to Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Watson going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Watson flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Reset. Black 22. Black 22. 57.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On first down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He sets, it's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. The bootleg out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense... And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson taking it in. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
That was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Christian Covington in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
3rd and long. It's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And now here come the Ravens. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, it's Snead. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled them in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Jackson now forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Jackson flushed out right. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Green 39! Green 39!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Ravens get, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for two, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Richmond.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.